November 1963. Britain hums with routine. Streets glow with Christmas lights. Shop windows brim with promise. Families bustle through department stores. Fathers queuing at counters. Mothers comparing prices. And children tugging at coats, eyes wide with anticipation. This is the post-war dream made solid. Stability, prosperity, and the comforting rituals of the season. Ordinary life captured in motion. Yet history rarely respects the ordinary. Just when life feels safest, the ground shifts beneath our feet. At the record counter, something new is stirring. Parlophone Records has released With the Beatles. The cover is bold, revolutionary even. 4 faces split in light and shadow. No smiles, no gimmicks, just presence. The music itself bursts with energy. Not polite dancehall tunes, but raw momentum. It is confidence pressed into vinyl. For Britain's youth, this is more than an album, it is a manifesto. The sound of a new generation insisting on being heard. And for those queuing at the counter, this is the Christmas gift that carries something larger: identity, belonging, a beat that will not be ignored. But then, without warning, the air changes.
We interrupt this program with a special bulletin from Dallas, Texas. President John Fitzgerald Kennedy was struck by an assassin's bullets as his motorcade passed through the city shortly after noon today.
Kennedy, young, charismatic, modern, had been a symbol of optimism. For many in Britain, he represented the future. A leader who looked like the youth they wanted to be. And now, that optimism lies broken in a motorcade on the streets of Dallas. Here lies one of history's strangest juxtapositions. On the very day that political hope is gunned down, cultural hope is released on vinyl. The laughter of 4 Liverpool lads captured in music. The solemn march of a fallen president's coffin captured in black and white newsreel. One symbolizes joy, the other tragedy. One movement collapses, another one explodes. It is as if history is rebalancing itself, as if the energy denied in politics now reappears in music. Families drift home early. The sparkle of Christmas feels dimmed. The nation's air is heavy with mourning. The news cycle loops endlessly. Kennedy is dead. Lyndon Johnson is sworn in. Oswald is arrested. And then Oswald is shot. Britain is far away, but the shock is intimate. The post-war world feels less safe. If even Kennedy, youthful, charismatic, seemingly untouchable, can be struck down, then perhaps no optimism can survive. And then, on that following Saturday evening, the BBC broadcast something entirely new, a series called Doctor Who. At first glance, a simple children's science fiction program, but in retrospect, a cultural giant is born. The TARDIS, the Doctor, the idea of time travel. These become fixtures of the imagination. It is striking that such a program begins on this weekend of all weekends. At the very moment the world is confronted with mortality, television offers a story about immortality, about escape from time itself, about the possibility of surviving history by stepping outside of it. So what are we to make of this convergence? Kennedy's death symbolized the fragility of political optimism. The album With the Beatles symbolized the rise of cultural optimism. Doctor Who symbolized the survival of imagination. this was not simply coincidence. It was a cultural handover. Politics had failed to protect the dream, but music and television offered continuity, offered energy, and offered wonder. The weekend of November 22nd, 23rd, 1963 marks more than tragedy. It marks the dawn of modern popular culture. From this point forward, people would not look only to leaders for meaning. They would look to musicians, to television, to stories that carried them beyond the limits of politics.
This is our weekly series where we go deep on true Beatles-centered stories and the musical moments that changed our lives. Memories we've carried from childhood right through to the 21st century. Each week, we'll pull a thread from our memoir, Shadows of the Beatles, and stitch it to our original music from our albums and carefully crafted visuals. We want you to hear history, feel the room, the hush, and the heartbeat.